Hi everyone, it's Killshot 99 Gaming. This is Playdead Live Battle Pets of Orcas Octagon. This is our 36th month of doing pet battles. That's crazy. We rolled this out 3 years ago, and in January we will kick off year number 4. Before we get to that, this is the final qualifier, and then on Monday night, not this Monday, but the following Monday, we have our Grand Championships. The fourth time we've done a Grand Championship. Pretty wild stuff. No, third time we've done a Grand Championship. Sorry, this will be our third one. It's on a Monday night, so it's prime time. It's going to be a lot of fun. Glad to be back. Well, first of all, it's the first time I've been able to talk without my teeth chattering. It's been so cold, so we didn't do any live streams. It is nice. It is nice to be back talking to all of you guys. I do have a question though, because I love that introductory video. Who else besides me hums along to the song when it's going? Like when it gets right in the middle, it's like bum 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 dun 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 dun. Dun. Like do you guys do that? Or are you like like you get the rhythm down? I do it. It's like I find myself. It's like, and I'm getting hyped up. I can't wait to stream it and see the matches. So I love that intro. But you've got the song just kind of it plays in your head. So tonight's going to be a little bit different. We have 8 players, and it is double elimination. So the way it's going to work, we got matchups with everybody in round number 1. Whoever loses is going to go into an elimination tournament, and whoever wins that elimination tournament is going to get to challenge one of the players to try to knock them out of the main bracket. So how cool is that? So if you win your first game, that's great. But if you lose, you're going to have to battle all the way through, and then you get to pick one player for an elimination match, and then we'll have our final 8. So I think it's going to be a lot of fun. It's a little bit different tonight. Let me show you a little bit of the standings, and it does matter because seedings are going to matter on the 15th. So you can see the rankings. Valar, not much of a lead, but Valar, one of the few players besides Busy to win 1 million dead dimes in one season. So Valar, Julia, and Busy have all won a million in one complete season. You can see Julia, second place, 55. Dimes is missing tonight. So the Cardinal has a good chance to pass Deadly Dimes for that number 3 seed in the Grand Championship. So there's some incentive. We don't have Fly Rod tonight. Shaman Sheila has a chance to pass several people. So Shaman Sheila could go up the rankings. Kel go up the rankings as well. No Trigger tonight. We do have the Pope back in it tonight. Cat looking for a way to go up the standings. And, of course, Busy Bee in our event tonight. So it's good to see Busy, hopefully putting some bee stings on them, Busy. So looks like we got a rowdy group tonight. You guys ready to get down to business? So let me show you how the brackets are going to work out. We've got the number 1 seed tonight. Valar will be playing the number 8 seed Busy Bee. How's that for an opening round matchup? Then we got Julia versus Cat. Then we got Cardinal versus Pope. And Shaman versus Kel. And remember, if you lose, you go into the loser's bracket and you got a chance to work your way back up. It's not going to be ideal, but it is possible. You guys ready to do it? Looks like we got everybody here. So do I have Kel and Shaman Sheila? Give me 999 if you're ready to square off. Shaman Sheila is the favorite tonight. It'll be a quick tournament, so maybe 45 minutes tops. So yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Quick tournaments are some of my favorites. Because the action is kind of heated up. All right, here we go. So we've got winner advances. The loser will go to the consolation bracket. Love the Orcas Octagon background. All right, we're going to start out. Kel, you got to pick your pet first. And by the way, Kel won Walrus Wasteland. So Kel with the championship. And Shaman had won a couple before that. So You got, and if you guys are curious, just real quick, let me show you the map while they're picking their pets. Check this out. The last 3 winners, Kel, Shaman, and Valar. And prior to that was Shaman again. So that's what this year has been all about. All right, here we go. We got Kel. Kel's going to pick Sprout. And Shaman says, I got you. I got you. I'm picking Shiver. So Shaman with a home field advantage, which means she gets the equivalent of a pet juice. Here we go. 20-second timer starts right now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. First round. Let's see who's going to get out to a good start. And who might be using buffs early on? You know, some people use them early. Some people wait on them. All right, so we got Shaman. Shaman going with a bite to the neck. Kel is going with a claw to the ankle. All right, Shaman did not block the claw. Kel did not block the bite. So neither player with a block. Kel did not defend against the neck. Shaman did not defend against the ankle. But Shaman has a pet advantage, so advantage Shaman, round number 1. Neither player blocked, neither player defended. Shaman with the pet advantage with the early lead, 1-0. All right, let's go to round number 2, 20-second timer. Sometimes pet advantage matters. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post those moves. Can Kel get back into it? Will Shaman advance early on? Oh, there you go. Kel says, I'm going to bring it. Shaman not using any buffs or any buff removers. So Kel playing the paste with a kick to the head. Shaman does not block the kick and does not defend the head area. Over on the other side, we got Shaman going back to back. I'm sorry, Shaman didn't do that last time. Shaman going with a claw to the ankle. Kel does not block it. She does defend. So Kel using the pet paste and defending 25% is enough to tie this match up 1-1. Are y'all looking at the water? You feel like a killer whale is just going to jump out of that because it's Orcas Octagon? All right. Look, it's 1-1. We got a tiebreaker right now. Winner moves on. 20-second timer starts right now. Does Kel have momentum? Did Shaman wait too long to play a buff? Who knows? We're going to find out. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post those moves. Oh, both stealing a buff. Double buff steal. All right, Shaman. Going with a punch to the belly. Kel did not block the punch and did not defend the belly. Over on the other side, we've got bite to the neck. Shaman did not block the bite and did not defend the neck. Wow. A lot of missing tonight. But guess what? Both used their buff steal. So maybe a slight advantage to the Shaman, but we'll see. You never know. All right, tiebreaker. You can see who has which buffs. Round 4, 20-second timer starts now. Reminder, all you need to do is win this one round to advance. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your moves, and good luck. Somebody's going to win. Shaman with the pace. Kel with the pet juice. Shaman going with the claw to the ankle. Kel doesn't block it. She does defend 50%. Over on the other side. Kel going with a claw to the ankle. Shaman does not block it. And does not defend any of the ankle. Kel gets the win. If Kel would have 25% block, it would have been a tie. But because of 50% block, Kel gets the win because of the pet juice. Shaman could not get a block and could not get a defense. Congratulations, Kel. Moving on, Shaman. Down for the rebuy. Kel, epic comeback. Did not have the pet advantage, but still found a way to get the job done. That's what pet battle is all about. Just got to grind it out, little by little. You never know when it's going to be a block. You never know when it's going to be a defense that is going to make the difference in winning and losing. So, Shaman, put that rebuy in there, and let's put you on hold just for a little bit because your night is not over. So we're going to put Shaman over to the side. Let her stay over to the side. Do not squeeze her because you don't want to squeeze the Shaman. Get it? All right, I'm here all week. All right, let's we're going to move Kel into this bracket. Right there. And do I have the Pope and do I have the Cardinal? Pope and Cardinal, give me triple nines. Pope and Cardinal, triple nine. These two are raring to go. They look like they're battling for a championship. That's what I'm talking about. All right, Cardinal is the favorite over the Pope. So, Pope, you got to pick your pet first. Pope going with Larson. All right, Cardinal. Which pet you want to go with? Cardinal says Sprout. He knows what's up. So no pet advantage either way. There's a Larson has an advantage over Shiver. Shiver has an advantage over Sprout. Sprout over Chime. So we are even money starting out. Let's get it going. 20-second timer to think about it. I feel like we're going to have an epic finale to tonight's tournament. We've been hungry for some Play Dead Live. It's been like 5 days since we did a live stream. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your moves. Oh, look at Cardinal. Cardinal says, I'm coming out with the paste. Oh, oh no. Cardinal dropped the paste, and look at the Pope. Pope gets a block. Cardinal went with a kick. Pope got the first round block. And Cardinal does not defend any of it. So, Cardinal not only burns the paste, but Pope up 1-0. That's a huge advantage. All right, Cardinal's back's against the wall. 20-second timer. Can the Cardinal come back or can the Pope stay hot? Remember, for the Pope took a little time off, he was one of the top-rated players. So do not underestimate this matchup. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. All right. Oh, look at that. Now there's the Cardinal we know. Pope said, I'm going to play the paste. Cardinal says, well, I'm going to buff steal you so you don't get the credit of that paste. Nice move. So let's break it down. We've got Pope with a punch to the belly. Cardinal blocks the punch, and Cardinal goes with a claw to the ankle, and Pope doesn't block it. We are tied. Not only did the Cardinal take the buff away, he got the block. All right. This is epic. This is epic. Now we got a tiebreaker. It's the best of one. The next person to win advances. The loser would have to rebuy. 20-second timer starts right now. You got some high-level gameplay going on between these two. It's veterans. These veterans that have played for a while, they know exactly what they're doing. They got their notes. They do their homework. They know trends. They know tendencies. And then they know instinct and intuition. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. Good luck, both players. Both players bring in the pet juice. Cardinal with a bite. Pope with a block. Oh my goodness, Pope gets the block. Pope gets the win. He blocked the Cardinal 2 out of 3. And like Meatloaf says in the song, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Congratulations, Pope. Cardinal is going to have to come back with a rebuy and try to make his way back up into the main bracket. He wants to advance in the standings before that all-important Grand Championship on the 15th. All right, take you back to the main bracket. All right, so far we got Shaman with a rebuy. We got the Cardinal, number 3 rated player, with a rebuy. So it's going to work like this. So, hey, you're not out of it. Believe me, I'm going to explain to you. All right. Let's get Julia and Cat. Julia and Cat. Give me 999s. All right, here we go. Julia is the higher rated player. So, Cat, go ahead and pick your pet first. Going with Crevice. Julia, go ahead and make your selection. Portia. All right, Julia with the first round pet advantage, equivalent to a pet juice. 20-second timer starts right now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Push your moves. All right, we got Julia trying to double up on the pet juice. Cat not blocking the kick and not defending the head area. Julia not blocking the claw, but 25% defense of the ankle. Julia with the pet advantage. Julia burning the pet juice as well. I'm not sure if I love that strategy, but several people have been doing it. But she did get a defense anyway and has the pet advantage. So 1-0. 1-0. All right, round number 2. 20-second timer starts right now. Can Cat get back in the game? She's going to need a big, big attack. Timer's up. 1, 2, 3. Push your move. Both players playing the paste. Neither player with a block. All right, Cat with a bite to the neck. Julia, 50% defense. Over on the other side, Julia punch to the belly. Cat, 50% defense. We got a tie. Both players with a 50% defense of the zone. Neither player with a block. Both players using their pet paste. "20-second timer starts right now. Julia's still up 1-0. Cat trying to get back into the game. Timer's up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. All right, Julia's stealing a buff, but Cat didn't play one. A little okey doke there. Both players going with the bite to the neck. Neither player blocking, and neither player defending the neck zone. So we tie yet again. Julia completely out of buffs. Cat is not. All right, 20-second timer starts right now. Can Julia finish the job, or will Cat's remaining buffs get her back in the game? Timer's up. 1, 2, 3. Push your move. Cat playing the pet juice. Neither player with a block. Julia with a punch to the belly. Cat 50% defense. Cat with a kick to the head. Julia 50% defense. But Cat has the pet juice, which means we got a tie game. It is 1-1. And now we're back to even. So here we go, tiebreaker. 20-second timer starts right now. Timer's up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move and good luck. Can Julia get the win, or will Cat come all the way back? We got both players with a punch to the belly. Julia blocks the punch. Julia gets the win. Woo! Cat was storming back, and Julia got the block just when she needed it most. Very similar attacks. Congratulations. Julia with the comeback. It was dramatic though, right? Down to the wire. All right, let's get Cat down for a rebuy. And we got one more first round match. All right, so we're going to put Cat. Sorry, I moved the wrong player. Pope actually beat the Cardinal, so I had the wrong player on the bracket. So let me change that up. All right. And we got one more match. We got the #1 seed, Villar. And we got one of the greatest players of all time, Busy B. All right. But before we do this, I'm going to give a special shout out. And I just want to say, Busy, you mean a lot to this channel. And it is absolutely amazing having you back with us. And just know that we've been thinking about you and your family a lot. So, great to see you tonight. So, all right, everybody, let's get down to business. We got two friends and rivals getting ready to get down to business. So, Busy and Villar. Villar is the higher rated player. So, Busy, let's pick that pet. Busy going with Larson. Villar, pick your pet. Villar going with Splash, going with the first round pet advantage. Remember, Larson or Splash at the bottom does Splash Larson. All right, here we go. 20-second timer starts right now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post those moves. Oh, look at this. Both players with a kick to the head. Busy with the block. Busy with the win. How about that? A block and a win, starting out 1-0 for the Beekeeper. Let's go to round number 2. 20-second timer starts right now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. Oh, look at that. She's in your mind there. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Busy steals the buff and Busy gets the block back to back. The #1 player went down like an oak in the forest. Stole Villar's buff and then blocked her attack. Busy gets the win. In round number 1, let's get Villar down for a rebuy. All right, Villar with the rebuy. It's going to be a great championship tournament, I can tell. All right, Villar, heading on down to the Shaman. All right, so here's the way this is going to work. The winner between Cat and Chad will play the winner between Sheila and Villar. Then the winner of that will get to challenge any of our 4 remaining players in a tournament elimination match. That could be Busy, that could be Kel, that could be Julia, or that could be Pope. So from now on, every single match is an elimination match. So let's start with Cat And the Cardinal. Give me triple nines. All right. Cardinal is the higher rated player. So, Cat, you got to pick your pet. All 8 players tonight will be getting points. The top 6 will still finish in the money. Cat going with Crevice. Cardinal, which pet? Cardinal going with Sprout. All right, no pet advantage either way. 20-second timer starts right now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. Ooh, Cardinal stealing a buff, but Cat said, I'm not going to play a buff. All right, we got Cardinal with a claw to the ankle. Cat doesn't block it and doesn't defend the ankle. Over on the other side, we got Cat with a kick to the head. Cardinal doesn't block it and does not defend the head, so it is a tie. Cardinal does use his buff steal, but it is 0-0. Let's go to round number 2, 20-second timer. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your moves. Cardinal with the paste. Cat with the juice. We got Cardinal with a bite to the neck. Cat, 50% defense of the neck area. Cat with a punch to the belly. Cardinal does not block the punch and does not defend the belly. Because she had a 50% defense, Cat actually gets the win. Cardinal did have a 25% advantage. Paste is 25% more than the juice, but Cat defended 50%, which gives her an extra 25. Ouch. That is a tough one. That is a tough one. But Cardinal's still in it. Cat is up 1-0, but Cardinals got to come back strong. 20-second timer starts right now. Timer's up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. We got Cardinal with the juice, Cat with the paste. This time around, Cardinal with a kick to the head. Cat does defend 50%. Cardinal with a bite to the neck. Or I'm sorry, Cat with a bite to the neck. Cardinal blocks the bite. Cardinal gets the win. That's what he needed, the block. Paste and pet juice. All right. We got a tiebreaker. It is 1-1. Twenty-second timer starts right now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. Both players have to play it straight up. We got Cat, kick to the head. Cardinal did not block the kick, but defended 25%. Over on the other side, Cardinal punch to the belly. It is not blocked and not defended. The Cardinal comes back. Oh my goodness. He was a huge underdog. Comes back, gets the block in one round, and then gets a 25% defense, and Cat, no block and no defense at all. Cardinal getting the win and eliminating Cat. What a comeback by the Cardinal. Never, ever, ever give up in pet battles. You got to stay the course. Because a course is a course, of course, of course. I know some of y'all didn't get that. That's all right. Some of y'all did. All right. Cardinals back. Cat, 8th place finish, but she will get points. Still going to get points for the Grand Championship. Cat, are you going to be around for the Grand Championship on the 15th? And here's why I ask. Yes, all of you, you better be there. Because let's remember, okay, 2024. Deadly Dimes was the grand champion. But let's remember 2023. Who was the grand champion? Cat was the first ever grand champion in Pet Battle Pro Tour history. So, Monday the 15th, it's the biggest event in Pet Battle of the whole year. So, all of y'all want to be there. All right, we got Valar. We got the Shaman. Another elimination match. Valar and Shaman, give me triple nines. Wow, the number 1 player and the number 3 rated player both eliminated in the first round. Or not eliminated, but both lost in the first round. Sorry. Shaman, you are the underdog. You got to pick first. What shall it be? Playing socks. Okay. Valar, she flipped the script on you. Now you have to pick first, Valar. Dash. Okay, okay. Well, they both are playing dash then. No pet advantage. One played socks, try to get a leg up. The other one's like, nope, let's dash it out. All right, here we go. No pet advantage. 20-second timer starts right now. Winner will face the Cardinal in another elimination match. Timer's up. 1, 2, 3. Push your move. We got Shaman with a kick to the head. Valar, no block, but she does defend 25%. Over on the other side, we've got Valar with a bite to the neck. Not blocked and not defended. Huh. Valar wins round number 1, 1-0. Shaman, you got to come back, or it's curtains for you. 20-second timer starts right now. Timer's up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. Oh, look at that. Valar playing the juice. Shaman said, I'm going to steal it. Okay. And then Shaman promptly goes with a claw to the ankle. Valar does not block the claw and does not defend the ankle. On the other side, Valar does a claw to the ankle. Shaman does not block the claw and does not defend the ankle. But luckily, she did steal the buff, because had she not, the game would have been over. It is a tie. So a very good use of buff steal for the Shaman, even though she didn't get the win yet. All right, let's go to round number 3, 20-second timer. Valar just needs a win. Shaman must have a win to come back. Timer's up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. Will Valar move on, or will Shaman come back and tie it up? Shaman playing and Valar steals it. A little switcheroo there. And Valar with the block and Valar with the win. They both went with a punch to the belly. Valar also blocked the punch, which was just enough. And for good measure, she stole the pet juice. Shaman, you had a strong season. I'm going to say that. You had a couple championship wins. But now you got a little extra time to think about it, because we will see you in the Grand Championship Tournament on the 15th, playing for the ultimate prize. You didn't win tonight, but it still might be your year. Shaman with a 7th place finish. And now we've got Valar and the Cardinal battling an elimination match. Now, how important is this match? Very important. Because whoever wins, whoever loses is out. But whoever wins gets to pick one of those other 4 players and play them for a chance to eliminate them. All right. Valar and Chad, give me 999s. All right. Valar is still the number 1 rated player. So, Cardinal, doesn't happen often, but you are the underdog, which means you got to pick your pet first. Going with Sprout. All right, Valar, pick your pet. Going with Crevice. Neither player with a pet advantage. All right, 20-second timer starts right now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. Oh, both players starting out with the paste. Cardinal kicked it ahead. Valar does not block the kick, nor does she defend the head area. Over on the other side, Valar, bite to the neck. Cardinal does not block the bite and does not defend the neck. Both players burning their pet paste, but neither player won. It is still 0-0. 20-second timer starts right now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Push your move. Both players going with the buff steel. I see how y'all are. All right. So, Cardinal, bite to the neck. Valar does not block the bite. She defends 25% of the neck. The other side, Valar punch to the belly. Cardinal does not block the punch and does not defend the belly. Valar, with a 25% defense, gets the win 1-0. All right, but Cardinal's been here before. Back is against the wall. Valar with a 1-0 lead. Each player with one buff remaining. 20-second timer starts right now. Cardinal has to win or tie. Valar needs to get a win to move on. Timer's up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. Both players with the pet juice. Both players with a claw to the ankle. But only one player blocked it, and that's the Cardinal. We are tied. We are tied. Cardinal with an epic block when he needed it. Valar did not get the block. Oh my goodness. Now we got true sudden death elimination. Neither player has any buffs left. It is 1-1. It all comes down to one move. The loser is eliminated. The winner is still in it. 20-second timer starts right now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. Cardinal with a kick to the head. Valar with a claw to the ankle. Valar blocks his kick. Oh my goodness. And Cardinal does not block. Valar gets the win in the elimination match. She got you right at the end, Cardinal, but look, you're playing the #1 rated player. I mean, it happens, right? Good block at just the right time. Congratulations to Valar. Cardinal, you're going to be pretty busy in the next couple Mondays. And here's why I said that. So who can tell me what happens this coming up Monday? It's a pretty big deal. Jet and Sly in a Ship Strike Championship. So, Cardinal, this Monday, you're playing for the first grand championship of the championship season in December, which is the Ship Strike Championship. Jet and Sly doing battle. And then the following Monday, you'll be competing for a Pet Battle Championship. So we got a lot of December activity coming up. Super, super excited about all the events coming up. Cardinal finishing up in 6th place tonight. All right, Villar. Interesting. You got 4 choices of who you want to play. Busy, Kel, Pope, or Julia. And it will be an elimination match. So, Villar, who's it going to be? Villar? All right. Villar and Kel. That means the winner will play Busy. The loser is out. Winner plays Busy. Loser is out. All right, Kel and Villar, give me 999s. Villar is the #1 rated player. So, Kel, you got to pick your pet. Kel going with Sprout. Villar, pick your pet. Crevice, no pet advantage to either player. All right, you know what's at stake. 20-second timer starts right now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Push your move. Oh, both players stealing a buff, and neither player was buffed. Kel punched to the belly. Villar doesn't block it, but she does defend 25% of the belly. Other side. Villar bite to the neck. Kel doesn't block it, but she defends 25% of the neck. How about a tie to start out? Both players burning their buff steal, and both players defending exactly 25%. 20-second timer starts right now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. Pet Juice versus Pet Juice. We got Kel with a kick to the head. Villar with a block. Villar punch to the belly. Kel does not block. Villar gets the win. 1-0. Both players using their pet juice. All right. Kel, you know what's at stake. Valar is up 1-0. You got to come back or it's elimination. 20-second timer starts right now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Push your move. Both players with the paste. Both players with a kick to the head. Neither player defends. Neither player guards the head. All you needed was a 25%. So it is a tie. Another tie. I have not seen this many tie-ups since 50 Shades of Grey. All right. But Kel's still got to come back. Both players use their pet paste. But Valar's still ahead 1-0. 20-second timer starts right now. Timer's up. 1, 2, 3. Push your move. We got Kel with a bite to the neck. Valar does not block, but she defends 50%. On the other side, Valar kick to the head. Kel does not block. She only defends 25%. Valar with the clean sweep 2-0 and exacting some revenge from like last month. Kel, did you know she had a vendetta that she's been holding that in for a month? She was like, Kel beat me last time. I want revenge. My goodness, what a memory. Valar with the irrelevant memory, and irrelevant never forgets. But Kel is eliminated. But Kel is one of those players, just like the Cardinal, going to be playing in 2 championships in the next 2 weeks. Well, in the next week, right? Week and 2 days. Kel finishing in 5th place. We've got the final 4, everybody. All right, everybody. Let's hear it for the final 4. Because Valar worked her way all the way back. She started out as number 1 seed. And Valar, you got back here, but I got to ask you, it was a journey, right? I mean, you went through some tough people. All right. Now, we go with the lower rated bracket, which is Julia versus the Pope. Julia and Pope, give me 999s. Winner advances to the finals. The loser is out. Oh, man. They both can taste that championship. They're like, I'm just 2 wins away from getting on the Max Award Wall of Fame. Just 2 wins, all you need. 2 more people. But we know we got some top-tier talent. So, Pope, you are the underdog. Pick your pet first. We got Pope is the underdog, and Julia is Poly Purebred. This is a perfect matchup. Pope going with Larson. We got Julia playing Splash. "20-second timer, but remember, Julia's got a first turn pet advantage. 20-second timer starts right now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. Pope bringing out the paste to overcome the pet advantage. Ah. Smart move. Pope, claw to the ankle. Julia does not block the claw. She does 25% of the ankle. On the other side, we got Julia bite to the neck. Pope does not block the bite and does not defend the neck. We got a tie. So actually, that's a huge advantage for Julia because she got him to use his paste. She had the pet advantage and gets 25% defense. So it is a tie, but Pope did burn a buff. Here we go. 20-second timer starts right now. Timer's up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. Both players stealing a buff that just does not exist. Julia kick to the head. Pope does not block the kick, does not defend the head. On the other side, Pope bite to the neck. Julia does not block the bite and does not defend the neck area. It is a tie. Each player losing their buff steal, but it's still 0-0. 20-second timer starts right now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. Pope says, I am back and I'm for real. For real. Tough competitor. Oh, Julia breaking out the paste. Pope going with a claw to the ankle. Julia does not block, does not defend. Julia going with a claw to the ankle. Pope does not block, does not defend, but Julia played the pet paste, and she is up 1-0. All right, 1-0. Each player one buff left. Big advantage to Julia right now, but Pope is still in it. 20-second timer starts right now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. Both players breaking out the pet juice. Pope, bite to the neck. Julia does not block, but 50% defense of the neck. The other side, Julia punched to the belly. Not blocked, 25% defense. Julia has a 50 defense and gets the win to take out the Pope. Congratulations, Julia. Will we see the Pope next Monday night? for the Grand Championship. We better, because that is the biggest event of the pet battle year. And he certainly earned his keep tonight, showing that he belongs with the best players in the world. All right, Julia's punched her tickets to the finals and waiting for the winner between Villar and Busy. Pope with a nice fourth place finish, mowing through some of the competition. You know, I don't know. I don't know what the loneliest feeling is. I think sometimes when you play that first match and you're in the finals and you have to watch the other team, it's a pretty lonely feeling, isn't it? Waiting around to see who you're going to play. But here we go. We got a rematch. Villar says, I wanted you again, Busy. You were in my mind the first time. And Busy's probably like, well, you know what? I'm going to give you all you can handle. All right, here we go. Busy and Villar, give me triple nines. Let's get down to business. All right, Villar is the higher rated player, so Busy, once again, you are the underdog, but maybe a little bit more knowledge this time around of Villar's pets. Let's see. Busy says, I got dash. I was waiting on you, Villar. All right, we're going to double dash it. No pet advantage either way. How you like that, Villar? Sneaky, huh? Here we go. 20-second timer starts right now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your moves. Oh, Villar tried to steal a buff. Busy said, I ain't going to play no buff in round number 1. How you like that? Busy, bite to the neck. Villar did not block the bite and did not defend the neck. On the other side, Villar would have punched to the belly. Busy did not block and did not guard the belly. So we are tied, but Villar did lose her buff steal in the process. Still 0-0. 20-second timer starts right now. Timer's up. 1, 2, 3. Post your moves. Oh, look, a little vice versa. Busy went with the buff steal, and Villar did not play one. We got Busy with a claw to the ankle. Villar with a 50% defend. Villar with a bite to the neck. Busy did not block and did not defend. Advantage. Villar 1-0. Villar 1 win away from advancing. Busy got to come back to stay in it. 20-second timer starts right now. Will Villar go to the finals to face Julia, or will Busy live to fight another day? We're about to find out. Timer's up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. Both players breaking out the paste. Busy, punch to the belly. Valar, no block, no defense. Valar, bite to the neck. Busy, blocks the bite. Busy with the block, Busy with the win. And just like that, we're tied. 1-1. Each player, one buff remaining. This is what Pet Battle's all about, isn't it? Comes down to one epic match for a trip to the finals. 20-second timer starts right now. Timer's up. 1, 2, 3. Poster move. Both players with the pet juice. Valar, punch to the belly. Busy, 25% defense. Busy kick to the head. Valar, 50% defense. But Busy had the pet juice. And Valar had the pet juice too. Valar gets the win with a better defense. They both had the juice. Valar 50%. Busy 25%. Busy. Valar's a tough cookie. She got the rematch. Great job to both players. This is what Pet Battle is all about. It's not always about wins and losses. Sometimes about two friends, two competitors playing for that moment and giving it the best they have. And that's what we just saw. So epic battle. Good to have both of you in the semifinals. And then there were two. The number 1 and number 2 rated player, in fact. Funny story, though, is even though they are the top 2 rated players, they haven't played each other very much in the finals this year. So before we go down memory lane, I do want to remind all of y'all that tonight's match is brought to you by PlayDeadLive.com. If you guys are watching, if you're a fan, if you love the channel, if you've been around for a long time, sign up, build an account at PlayDeadLive.com. Join us for some of these matches. You love to watch, we see the playback. Get in the game. It's a lot more fun when you're playing it. All right, I'm going to take a look and show you a little something. So I'm going to go all the way back to the map. All right, and you can see season number 1, Julia 2 championships. Took Valar a little while, didn't it? Season number 2. Valar finally won her championship halfway through season number 2. But look at Julia in September and October back to back. 4 championships to Valar's 1. And then this year, Julia got out of the gate 5 championships. But Valar's won twice. And, I'm sorry, 3 times. Valar's won 3 times this year. So Julia has 5. But Valar won in March, 1 in June, and 1 in September. So Valar has 4. If Valar wins tonight, she will tie Julia for the most championships in Pet Battle history with 5. If Julia wins tonight, she'll be on a mountain all by herself with 6 championships. That's like how many NBA Finals Michael Jordan has. So, there's only one thing left to do, and that's to play it. Julia and Valar, give me triple 9s. Julia, you are the lower rated player. Pick your pet. Julia going with burglar. Valar. Go ahead and pick your pet. Dash. All right. Valar did have a dash left, I think. I think the dashes were played against her. So that means Julia has to play dash as well. No pet advantage. Up, Valar played hers. Sorry, Valar. No dash for you. So now just pick any regular pet. Because there is no pet advantage with burglar. So it's just whichever one you feel like having out there. All right, going with chime. Now again with burglar, there is no pet advantage, but Valar loses her buff steal, which means she can't play it. She can't accidentally play it either. All right, no pet advantage. We are in the finals. Julia does have a slight advantage because Valar does not have her buff steal. Good luck. 20-second timer. Timer's up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. And Julia dropping the pace because she knew Valar did not have a buff steal. Interesting. Julia punched to the belly. Valar, 50% defense of the belly. Over on the other side, Valar punch to the belly. Julia does not block and does not defend. It is a tie. Wow. Valar managed to get out with a tie. That's a huge, huge win with both players playing the same move. And Julia using her paste. It is still 0-0 though. Round 2. 20-second timer. Timer's up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. Both players playing pet juice. Valar with the block of Julia's bite. And Valar plays a bite as well. And Julia does not block it. Valar with the win. And both players with a pet juice. Valar appears to be in Julia's mind at this point, and only one win away from winning her 5th championship to tie Julia. All right. 1-0 Villar. Can Julia come back? Or will Villar bring home the final regular season tournament championship of 2025 before we go into the Grand Championship? 20-second timer starts right now. Timer is up. 1, 2, 3. Post your move. Julia stealing a buff. Villar does not play a buff. Villar with the block. Villar with the win. Oh my goodness. Was she ready for tonight? Wow. Not only did she not play a buff and threw Julia off, she also got the block. Saw it coming. And congratulations, Villar, our champion of the Orcas Octagon. Let's take a look. Oh my goodness, at tonight. And if this was a precursor to what we are going to see in the Grand Championship, all of these players that played tonight should be in the Grand Championship. Because they know that it only happens once a year. Villar with the Gavel's Globe and 150,000 dead dimes. And the spot on the Max Awards Wall of Fame. Julia, second place. Busy, third place. The Pope, fourth place. Kellen, fifth. Cardinal in sixth. Shaman, seventh. And Cat in eighth place. And once again, Villar rising above the top. And let's go to our 2025 map. And there it is. No one has ever won this many championships in a year. That is where the Orcas Octagon is going to go. 4 championships in one season. Villar, been a pretty epic year. Now the question is, we got a little poll. Who will win the 2025 Pet Grand Championship? Will it be Villar or will it be any other player? Vote on it right now. Let's see what the results are looking like. Votes are anonymous, by the way. Give you about 10 more seconds to get your vote in. All right. 60% of the viewers think that Villar will win the Grand Championship. All right. Well, we're going to find out, right? That means there's 40% chance that one of y'all that's not named Villar might win. Great job tonight. Thanks for showing up. Good to have our group here active and having a good time. Don't forget, Monday night, we have Ship Strike Championship. Tomorrow night, there will be no Play Dead live stream. No Play Dead live stream tomorrow night. So enjoy your Saturday, enjoy your Sunday, and we will see you back for the championship on Monday night. Have a good one, everybody. Talk to you soon. Peace.